They're not dermaplanes. What are they called? The tinkle razors?
Yes. Yes. They are. Twinkle.
No, that is what they're called.
Twinkle, whatever. Hey guys, welcome back to AA Skin Based Pod. I'm your host, Lena, licensed esthetician, and today I have Georgia. A little more enthusiasm with your name, please.
Georgia Davenport, licensed esthetician.
Kristen Sanborn. I'm a licensed esthetician.
And Miss Ashley.
Ashley, licensed esthetician, owner of Skin Geeks, and VP of Sales for Green Envy.
And today is going to be a little bit of a shorter episode. There's only a couple things I want to talk about. It was initially going to be a long episode about trends, but I only have 2 real trends I want to talk about. Number 1.
If you're tired of shaving, ingrowns, and stubble, come see the waxing pros at Amazingly Ageless in Harrisonville. Our AA Skin Babes use gentle techniques for smoother skin that lasts weeks. We're fast, we're consistent, and we make you feel comfortable from start to finish. That's why you can trust us for all things waxing.
So download the Amazingly Ageless app and book online. Just search Amazingly Ageless in the App Store.
2 real trends I want to talk about. Number 1, facial steaming. What do you guys think? At home facial steaming. I'm also not big on it in the treatment room either, but at home facial steaming.
I'm not a fan at all.
I'm not big on it in the treatment room, so I really don't think like at home you really need to be doing it either.
Well, here's the thing. Here's my thing with it. People don't understand. You cannot use tap water in your facial steamer.
Yes.
I saw a girl that got a huge infection on her face from facial steaming. She was using tap water. She also had acne, so that tap water, germs, minerals, icky stuff goes in your facial steamer, goes on your face. You have open acne, like bad combination.
And is she cleaning
See, and that's the other thing. You have
time?
So in the treatment room, we have a steamer. We have to run vinegar and distill water through it to clean it. And people don't know that. So I say out with facial steaming. Also, don't ask for it in my room because I do not have room for a steamer in my treatment room.
Yeah, I think steaming is kind of going to the wayside just because it can sometimes that heat can cause inflammation. Mm-hmm. So I don't ever do facial steaming. My skin will not tolerate. I can't even perform a treatment with facial steaming because my skin won't tolerate it. Yeah. So I think one of the trends for 2026 is that home facial steaming.
Take that one out.
Yep.
Also, this one I'm very passionate about. Derma rollers.
Yeah.
So many times I ask, can I do my microneedling at home with a derma roller? That's not microneedling. Not even close. No.
100% no, because it drags the skin. Every time it goes into the skin, it's drag. Nope, no thank you.
Derma rollers are not doing, one, they're not doing anything. 2, I have seen people get chicken scratches across their face from derma rollers. Also, most people are not sanitizing anything at home. So you're just dragging bacteria across your face, trying to make holes and put it in there.
Good. When we do microneedling and even nanoneedling at a professional treatment, we're using sanitized, individually used heads that are sharp. Think about if you're using the same derma roller at home over and over again, those tips are starting to get dull, and so they're going to drag. So they're going to tear the skin instead of poking holes in the skin. And so what do derma rollers, microneedling, nanoneedling do, Lena? Explain why we even do something like that.
Well, not derma rollers. Take those out. They're not
okay.
In this
Derma
category.
rollers are out.
They don't count.
What about the concept behind microneedling? Why do we do it?
So we're putting little micro channels, micro holes. People get freaked out when I say holes, so I say micro channels. But what it is it's putting little holes in the skin that's going to tell your body go heal. And that's that anti-aging effect there. Not big enough to make, well, sometimes some people bleed, but like it's not like can't compare it to a tattoo needle. Those go way too deep.
Uh-huh.
But we say needles, they're a whole different thing, but they're anti-aging. They're not meant for hyperpigmentation, in my opinion. You'll get a little bit because you're exfoliating, but it's not like going to treat hyperpigmentation.
I like to use my scenarios. Okay, think of microneedling as aerating your yard. You're going in and you're poking holes into your yard so that
you have
fertilizer.
To use a serum.
Yeah.
So like a hyaluronic acid. I use Green Envy's HA collagen.
Fantastic.
That's the name
the
of it.
boosting serum.
I always get HA and collagen.
HA boosting
okay.
serum.
I love that stuff. I use that for microneedling, and what it's doing is putting that in the skin.
Yeah, and so that's where the microneedling is creating those channels, so those products can go ahead and penetrate down into the skin. And the microneedling RF using radio frequency with microneedling is kind of up in the game a little bit. Instead of targeting, going in and creating a way to drop serums and that into the skin, it's actually using radio frequency to burn microholes into the skin. So we're creating that wound where your skin is going to go and restructure and tighten and lift. And so that's the difference between the microneedling. So that is not something that you need to be doing at home. So you may be seeing it on TikTok and different places, but that treatment needs to be in the professional environment.
You need someone that needs to know what depth your skin needs.
Because you
I
can
do
hurt yourself.
also see some in TikTok videos of people buying the doctor pin, the microneedle pin, doing it at home, and they're doing like a 1.5 or a 2 inch on their face, and I'm like, not inch, but a 1.5 or a 2 on their face. I'm like, whoa, girl, that's way too much.
Yeah, you can harm yourself and hurt yourself. So let's not cause more damage that your esthetician has to fix.
But derma rollers are out. That was done. Those are not it.
There's dermal stamping. I'm starting to see that.
I saw that
too.
Which
better than a roller. However,
sterile,
just no.
yeah.
Just go to a
sanitize
professional.
your shit.
Yeah.
That's all I'm gonna say.
Yes.
The people that dermaplane at home too, get new. They're not dermaplanes. What are they called? The tinkle razors.
Yes. Yes. They are. Twinkle.
No, that is what it's called.
Tinkle or twinkle,
razors.
whatever. Those things. I ain't gonna I know who's gonna do it's gonna do it. Like they're not gonna stop. Get new ones, sanitize, get some barbicide. I don't give a crap. Just sanitize anything you're using on your face. Sanitize your shit.
Lena, in case you can't tell, Lena's run across this a couple times in her treatment room.
Oh my gosh.
But as far as the at-home dermaplaning, I would rather see my clients use a razor, like a men's sharp razor with a brand new razor head at home to dermaplane yourself.
As long as it doesn't
instead of
have
trying
the strip on it that has the thing on it. You know what I'm talking about? The strip with the thing on the thing.
But just make sure that if you're going to be at home dermaplaning, throw that dermaplaning blade out and use a new one each and every time. And don't dig at the skin. Just, glide. This is just something that you can use between appointments. Don't make that a complete
also,
habit.
last one on sanitizing. If you use anything to extract pimples, any kind of tool to extract pimples, please sanitize before you use it. Again, if it's sitting open on your counter before you use it, sanitize. Put it in barbicide for 5 minutes. I don't care to sanitize.
So I think probably the one thing to make sure you're doing at home for 2026 is sanitizing your things. And that includes your makeup wipes. That includes your cleansing sponges. Throw them in make sure that you're sanitizing everything because we've been seeing a lot of cross-contamination going on.
Goodness.
Lots of talking to different clients with acne, spreading acne with different tools at home. So I think Lena's number one thing is sanitize this year.
All right, guys. Well, Ashley, thank you so much for hanging out with me.
Thank you. It was a pleasure.
Thank y'all for listening. This is a PSA, and we will see y'all next week.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.